Interview questions are typically patterned depending on the role and industry, but there are still common questions regularly being asked on most interviews, regardless of the role, level, and industry. From this segment, we will be discussing these common interview questions. At the same time, let us also try to share possible ways to approach them. I have consulted some friends from the HR industry as well as few hiring managers about the different questions they would normally ask a candidate and have listed down those that came up several times. Here are those. First on the list is tell me something about yourself. This is a very familiar question to all of us. It is, I would say, a staple in every interview. But do not be deceived by this very simple question because it can also be very tricky. When answering this question, avoid overthinking, trying to impress, and repeating what is already in your CV. So, if you are unsure on how to begin your statement, you can always ask the interviewer if they would like to hear anything specific, though usually they will tell you to just say whatever you feel sharing. If that is the case, you can start by sharing something personal about yourself, like family, current interest, hobbies, or even dislikes. Here is an example. Please take note that it does not have to be a long answer. What is important is you keep it honest and sincere. Second would be, what are your strengths? There are several formats on how this question is asked, like, please tell me your areas of expertise, or what do you think is your edge with the others? But in essence, the interviewer would just really like to know how well do you know your capabilities. For this question, it is important that you stress what you consider to be your high and best use. You can split it into two ways. Number one, by highlighting both your soft skills and then your technical know how. Then briefly elaborate your answer. Here is an example. Please take note to always be mindful of how you present your answers, your tone, and your gestures. You do not want to sound boastful and bragging. Third would be, what are your areas for improvement? Same with the question about your strengths. Hiring managers are also interested to know what are the gaps that needed attention. So if ever considered for the role, they can come up with a developmental plan. When sharing your areas for improvement, be sure to be honest of what it is or they are. But also, be smart in what you share, as it could also prevent you from winning the role. Approach it in a way that it is still a work in progress. Here is an example. Please note that when you are sharing your weakness, you also have to let the interviewers know that you are doing something about it. They appreciate people putting effort to improve. Next would be, what motivates you? This question is asked for the interviewers to identify what the triggers are for you to keep going and succeeding. For this question, you can share your personal and professional motivations. Again, be honest and sincere about it. Integrity is very important. For example, one tip is to not give them a long list, only share what is relevant. And lastly, why should we hire you? This is another example of a seemingly easy question, but actually quite tricky. Interviewers ask this question to see how you can set yourself apart from the other candidates. Hence, you have to be very smart with your answer. When answering this question, you have to show them that you did your research about the company and you fully understand the role so you can better align your answers. You can also highlight your skills and experiences that matches the qualifications. Also, you can express how interested you are with the role as well as with the company. Here is an example. Please take note to be very objective with your answer and avoid sounding conceited. So that is all for this segment. I wish that you land your dream job. Good luck.